Australia, 1978. A young pilot takes off into the night. Minutes later, his calm radio transmissions turn unsettling. He reports strange lights above him, a shadow following his tiny aircraft. His final words? "It's not an aircraft." Then, silence. 17 seconds of metallic noise. No wreckage. No answers. This is the baffling disappearance of Frederick Valentich. Welcome back to Cryptic Veritas. Here we explore true crime, unsolved mysteries, and the stories that refuse to fade. Frederick Valentich was just 20 years old, but already a licensed pilot with a dream of joining the Royal Australian Air Force. He had logged about 150 hours of flying time and often practiced solo trips. Friends described him as polite, responsible, and deeply passionate about aviation. But Frederick also had a fascination with UFOs and even shared with others that he believed in life beyond Earth. On the evening of October 21, 1978, Frederick rented a small Cessna 182L aircraft. He filed a flight plan from Melbourne to King Island, a routine trip across the Bass Strait. The weather was calm. Visibility was clear. Nothing suggested danger. But at 7:06 p.m., just under 20 minutes into his flight, Frederick radioed Melbourne Air Traffic Control. He reported a strange aircraft hovering around 1,000 feet above him. At first, he assumed it was another plane, but as he circled to observe, the object didn't behave like anything he recognized. He described it as having 4 bright lights and a shiny metallic surface. Then he added a chilling detail: "It's not an aircraft." Controllers on the ground listened as Frederick's voice grew more strained. He reported that the object was orbiting above his small Cessna. He also mentioned that his engine was running rough. Suddenly, his words were cut off by 17 seconds of strange metallic scraping noises, captured live on the radio. Then, complete silence. There were no further signals, no mayday call, no return to base. Frederick and his aircraft had vanished. Search and rescue operations began immediately. Over the next 4 days, planes and ships scoured the Bass Strait and coastline. But nothing was found. No debris, no oil slick, no sign of Frederick or his aircraft. It was as though the plane had been swallowed by the sky. Over the years, several theories have been suggested. Pilot error. Critics argue Frederick may have become disoriented while flying at night. The bright lights he described could have been reflections or stars. If he accidentally entered a graveyard spiral, he may have crashed into the ocean. Mechanical failure. Some suggest his engine trouble was real, and the metallic sounds captured on radio could have been the final moments before impact. Staged disappearance. A smaller group believes Frederick intentionally disappeared, possibly to start a new life. But no evidence has ever supported this claim. UFO encounter. The most controversial theory is that Frederick was indeed pursued by an unidentified flying object. His last words, the strange lights, and the unexplained radio noise continue to fuel speculation. To this day, no official explanation has been confirmed. Parts of a Cessna engine cowling washed ashore in 1983, 5 years after his disappearance, but investigators could never prove it belonged to Frederick's plane. Whether it was pilot error, accident, or something far stranger, the disappearance of Frederick Valentich remains one of aviation's most haunting, unsolved mysteries. So, what do you think happened that night over the Bass Strait? Was it an accident? Or was Frederick Valentich one of the few who truly saw something we cannot explain? Share your theories in the comments. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Cryptic Veritas for more chilling mysteries.